Hey there, here's Jan from Jovo, and today I want to show you our newest integration to the Jovo framework, which is support for the Lindenbaum cognitive voice platform. I'm going to walk you through a few steps on how to build IVR systems, or also sometimes called phone bots, with this new integration and Jovo. And so by the end, we will have a phone number, and we're going to call this phone number, and we are going to have our voice experience there. Usually Jovo is known for building voice experiences for the major voice platforms like Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, and also Samsung Bixby. But one important channel that's sometimes missed is the phone. There's still so many use cases where people rely on phones, and so for us it makes a lot of sense to deploy voice experiences that work on Alexa and Google Assistant, for example, to a phone number. And Lindenbaum is a great platform for this. If you want to learn more about Lindenbaum, you can check out their website. It's a conferencing provider, and they've recently introduced their new platform called Cognitive Voice, which plugs into different speech recognition, natural language understanding technologies and text-to-speech services to make it easier to build phone bots or IVR systems. And let me show you how the system looks like. You can take a look here. This is the Cognitive Voice platform, and this is my setup right now. So I've already set up a test project here, so you can give it a name and so on. I then get assigned a number. This is the number I'm gonna call in a bit after setting up the code. And what I find is super interesting is here the voice configuration, which you can see here. Here I can define different transcription engines. These are what we call at Jovo automatic speech recognition services, or ASR. And then on the other side we have the synthesizer engine, which is also sometimes referred to as text-to-speech, or a TTS. And what I find interesting is that you can select different transcription engines. And so if I now click on edit, for example, and I can select different ones here, I can unselect. And so, for example, if you want to have a fallback, I think this is super interesting that you can first select Microsoft, for example, and then if Microsoft doesn't answer, you can use Google, just to make sure that you can respond to a user request on time. And similar with this synthesizer engine as well. And so what I configured now is to have Microsoft as the first ASR engine, and then Google. And on the text-to-speech side, we will use Amazon Polly first, and then Google Cloud Text-to-Speech. And so Lindenbaum makes all of this easier. And so let's save, and that's it. What we have to do on the Lindenbaum configuration side. And if you want to build an automated system with Jovo now and Lindenbaum, we make it easy with our integration. You can learn more about the integration in the Jovo marketplace. You can find all the documentation here, and we also offer a tutorial here, and I will walk you through the steps to get started. And so open your terminal. We are gonna create a new Jovo project. I would just call it Lindenbaum test, and I'm gonna install the Lindenbaum template right away. So this will create a new Jovo project from the Lindenbaum template. So we already set up a template for you to get started quickly. And this is now installing the NPM dependencies, but we can already take a look in our code editor. Okay, so this is the typical Jovo folder structure. We have the Jovo language model here, which is not relevant right now for this demo. We have a source folder. This is where the app logic happens, and then some other stuff. So let's go into the source folder for now. As you can see here, we already installed the Jovo Lindenbaum platform integration. And what we also did is we installed NLP.js as an NLU service. And so what Lindenbaum does is a phone call goes through their transcription engine, and Lindenbaum then sends this raw text to your Jovo app. And then in your Jovo app, you can decide what you do with this text. And so usually you would use a natural language understanding engine to turn this raw text into some structure, into an intent, for example. And if you look at the Jovo marketplace and look at the NLU tag, you can find different natural language understanding providers. So we have all the major platforms like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, but then also some open source NLU services. So we are going to use NLP.js for now, and you can take a look at the Jovo marketplace to learn more. Okay, that is mainly it. So this is the typical Hello World Jovo structure. So it just says Hello World and asks me for my name. And we can get started quickly by running the Jovo development server. We can do this by calling Jovo run in our terminal. This will run the development server and also give me my webhook URL. And so I can now copy this here. And this is the endpoint that Lindenbaum is going to call. And so I'm just now going to the cognitive voice platform, and I am adding the bot URL here, and I'm going to save. Later, when it's deployed to production, this is probably going to be some server or some endpoint on AWS. But that's it. So now I'm going to call this number and see if it works. And I'm going to open my terminal because I will see incoming requests being logged here.
Hello world. What's your name?
My name is Max.
Hey Max, nice to meet you.
Okay, that was it. So you can see there was some incoming request, which you can find here. Here's the response that is sent back. I answered with my name is Max. This is usually a little easier to understand than Jan. And you can see there's also some confidence score and stuff like this involved, which is great. And yeah, and then that's it. And so you can see that it worked. There's of course lots of more stuff. We offer 2 more templates that go a little deeper. You can also find them in our tutorial and our announcement. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out directly to me or take a look at the Lindenbaum or the Jovo website to learn more. Can't wait to see what you're building with this. Just let us know. Happy to chat. Talk soon.